This is me. I'm working on doing some biking. I'm biking a 2-hour bike ride this morning at a mild, kind of a higher mild, low moderate pace, just to be sure that I get through the 2 hours. And I'm also doing a little bit of enjoyment with my planner and a little reading over here and some other things that I have to drink and some smells and mouthwash and controls on the YouTube channel that I'm watching. And so that gives me a good opportunity to see that what I'm doing is impacting me and help me to move along on my training goals. It's not a big deal to bike this fast for 2 hours. As you can see, it's not very fast, and as I look at my computer there on my bike, then it's about 16 to 17 miles per hour, and shows that I am mostly just working on maintaining. It's kind of an endurance thing because I have so much going on during the week and work a lot and have to deal with consistent problem solving and development, that it is really actually enjoyable to be able to focus on my body and drink some creatine and protein and a little bit of sugar and tasty fruit drink to be able to make this happen. And so I'm just doing a 2-hour ride, trying not to get too upset or too out of it or out of my zone, because I know that it's not about a super push right now. Today it's about consistency and being able to go until 11 o'clock tonight when I am going to bed. And I have a lot of things to do today that help myself to see that personal achievement. And so this is a good way to start my day. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, and right now it is 7:22, and I am about an hour and 1 minute into my 2-hour bike ride. And so it's fun for me because I see my fitness improving. I see that as I do this kind of work, that it's helpful for me to see that I am working on some serious goals about full-length triathlon training with 105-mile bike ride and marathon and 2.4 mile swims. And that's been useful for me to see that as I make this progress, so that it's not necessarily about comparing yourself to the world champions, although very motivating to see their celebration at the end of the race, and to celebrate a little bit myself every time each day when I feel like I'm doing something important. Without the celebration, then it's not worth it, and we get waylaid and we don't want to come back and do it anymore. So the endurance and consistency runs out. I'm wearing these earmuffs today actually because I found them last night and was wearing them outside, and helps me to focus in a little bit more on my inward motivation instead of the outward, and for some reason also it's just very comforting. So meanwhile, my bone density earphones from my MP3 player and Bluetooth are needing to be reloaded or loaded with some songs from the internet, and I just bought them, so I have to figure them out a little bit before I can fully use them anyway and decide if they're the type that I would want to keep for training like this. And so this is a good way for me to keep going and see that my fitness level is improving, very connected to my mindset and my ability to see what is important to me and what motivates me, to help me to see that I am going forward for those who have shown me that they have strength to keep me going, and also those who are impressed and benefit by my example. Helps me to be more of a leader as I help others who struggle and to get through problem solving. So I encourage you to keep doing good with your own fitness and look for opportunities to fit in what you can do. Primarily for me, I think, what does God want me to do? And how can I incorporate that into the intelligence or education or experience or relationships or resources that I have and make the most of my opportunities? And that seems to primarily keep me straight on a path where I feel like whatever I'm doing, that I'm really making progress and helping others with that development. So this is a good morning for me, and I am about 4 months into my triathlon training. So coming up this summer, right now it being February 1st, and looking at some events probably in June, and hoping to do maybe 3 longer events next summer, this coming summer. Then that will be motivating for me to keep track of my progress and move towards that. Have a good one.
So instead there's a big